Hello and welcome to the Clicky Cutis. Today we are doing a review on Starfield. Now this is the much awaited release and new IP by Bethesda. This is exclusive on the Xbox console, but of course you can play this on Steam as well. This is a AAA rated game and it's priced accordingly. And for anyone that hasn't been keeping up, what is Starfield? Well, Starfield is a space RPG. It is a space adventure, an action game. Some people have described this as Skyrim in space. I think if you are a gamer, you probably have heard of games like Skyrim, like Fallout, and this game has been made by exactly the same developers as those games. So you're going to be finding very familiar settings, scenarios, and interactions as you go through. Now, I know when it comes to a review on this game, what most people are going to be wanting to know is how clean is it, how buggy is it, what are the huge hang-ups of this game, because Bethesda have history of releasing poor quality games on release, especially recently anyway. Now, I've put in quite a few hours in this game. We're talking 30 hours. I haven't completed the solo play. This game is huge. And I didn't get an early access key, which is why it is what it is. But I can tell you, in all of that time, I had exactly one bug. My character died for the first time in the game. I auto reloaded straight back in using an autosave. It bugged out my console, had to hard reset. And apart from that, I've had absolutely nothing. That was about 5 hours in. But yeah, I've had absolutely nothing. This has been a very, very clean and exciting game to play. Really nice to see just everything working so well. And it is a big game. There are lots of different mechanics involved in it and a lot to get your head around. The game's also almost two different games because you have your walking around first person mode where you're interacting with NPCs, tracking down side missions, trading, selling your loot, exploring, finding out what secrets each new colony has to offer. But then you have the space side. You are at the head of a ship almost from get-go in this game. And as you progress through the game, you'll get bigger and better and badder ships, depending, of course, how in which way you want to get them. And that kind of leads you into another part of this game. What makes this game so good is that this is about your choice of how you want to play this game. There is no right way, no wrong way. You want to be good, be good. You want to be bad, be bad. You want to be morally corrupt, well, then you can go out there and make your fortunes as well. And of course, while you're at it, you can steal everything that isn't nailed down, just to be a little bit careful if you get seen or not, because you don't really want to go to jail, do you? Choice is even involved in the combat elements of this game as well. You have the choice how you want to approach a lot of these battles. Sometimes you can even have a good persuasion, win some persuasion checks and avoid battle altogether. You can go in it stealthy with a silenced weapon. You can go in it loud with a double-barreled shotgun. So the choices really are up to you, and there's a lot of choices in this game. So many choices it would be too many to count, and that's probably why that this is one of those games that you're going to be picking up and playing and then playing it again 100 hours later in a completely different way. And the two paths, the two gameplays that may never really interact, apart from, of course, that all-important tutorial mission. Now, of course, you can customize your character at the beginning of the game and make them feel unique and yours. Every single feature here worked pretty well. It is quite extensive. It didn't take a huge amount of time. We're talking about probably 15, 16, 17 minutes from beginning to end when it comes to actually creating your character and then going through some of the backgrounds and the traits that you can pick up, which act as like all, bonuses and buffs, and of course the all-important perk system. There is a perk system throughout this game. All of the perks can also be upgraded, and all of them offer a different way to approach the game, or they just add to your general experience. So it's quite nice to see these perks actually changing your gameplay. I think it's been implemented really well. The way you level a perk is you have to perform certain different missions and challenges, relating to that perk, which again, I feel like is quite nice. And again, I guess that leads me to the story of this game. There is a very good story of this game. It's a very deep, long story, but not only is there a main quest, there are many, many side quests. This is a fully voice acted game, and every single cutscene seems meaningful and fulfilling.
All right, all right. Can't blame me for trying, right? I mean, I still haven't given up on getting Sarah to re-enlist.
It's a game we play. He asks, I say no.
Here's what I got for you two. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me.
And with almost every single cutscene that I have seen, there are multiple ways to handle those conversations. You really do have control over this game. In some cases, you can even get extra loot or pick up more quest lines. Another thing I absolutely love is the inventory system. It's so easy to use. Everything kind of makes sense. You do have your standard weight limits and stuff like that, but there's nothing that a perk can't sort out. Your companions can also be used to, carry all your loot. So if you're like me and you do like stealing everything that isn't now down, then at least you've got a buddy to help you carry it along. Now, overall, this is a very pretty game. It's a very well put together game as well. I was worried about how it's going to really work with space, an open world space game, open world space RPG. I know it's been done before, but I think Bethesda are trying to do it bigger and better than anyone else has done it. I'm not saying they have managed that, but this is an extremely good game, and I look forward to trying to get to know every single inch of it, and I know that is going to take an extremely long time. Now, this is a first-person predominantly game, although you can switch to third-person. When you are your standard character, I feel that it is a little bit clunky, the third-person, and I think Bethesda have actually gone on record stating that this is really, made for first-person in mind, and so you're going to get your better experience that way. However, I do quite like using third-person when I am using my ship, because actually being able to see my ship is pretty awesome. And I hadn't even got on to the fact that you can even customize your ship, not just the interior but the actual exterior as well. You can make your own ship. I've seen people make Star Destroyers, I've seen people make Millennium Falcons, I've seen people try and make the Enterprise. You can really knock yourself out when it comes to free will and being able to mod your ship however you want. The flaws in the game for me have to be the actual world exploration. I would love to have had some kind of vehicle, although we have the ability to use a jetpack to, traverse great distances, even get double jumps and stuff like that. It would have been nice to be able to, buy some kind of rover to upgrade your ship to be able to store that kind of a vehicle, or even to be able to have mounted pets perhaps. Anything, just give us something. But perhaps that is just me nitpicking, because after all, that is kind of my job. All in all, this is a very well put together game, and now I've actually put a lot more time into it. I can confidently say I'm going to give this game a 8.5 out of 10. This could truly be one of the nominations for Game of the Year. It's been one hell of a year for gaming, to be fair. There's been a lot of games coming out. This is simultaneously releasing with Baldur's Gate 3 as well, so it is going to be up against that. But this is a very well put together game, one I can't wait to put more hours into, and one I thoroughly enjoyed getting lost in. If you enjoy Bethesda games, if you enjoy Skyrim, Fallout, I think you're going to enjoy this game too. It isn't perfect, but it is almost everything that I wanted it to be. And of course, if you stuck around to the very end of this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment red banana down below. Just confuse all those people new to the channel or that didn't watch to the very end. We do also have an active and growing Discord, so if you want to join the Discord, the link is down in the description of the video. That way you can stick around for the many more videos I'm going to be making on this game. But until next time, guys, I've been a monk, we've been a critically curious, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.